Now, in classwork 14, they gave an extract of the statement of financial position as at the 28th of February 2021. Land and buildings were 1.2 million. 2020 was 800,000. So there is an increase of land and buildings. And same with your vehicles. They increased from 750,000 in 2022 to 1.5 million in 2021. This simply indicates to you that we have purchased both. We have purchased our tangible assets. Beside purchasing our tangible assets and the additional information, they told you that a vehicle was sold for 500,000. Note that that 500,000, if you were to prepare the cash flow statement, you take it straight under investing activities as proceeds from investing activities, because that's the cash that you actually received. I hope that makes sense. You don't calculate any profits. You don't calculate any profits. You don't calculate any losses. You only take that 500,000 because that's what you received. You put it straight into your tangible assets, proceeds from tangible assets under investing activities. And they said to you the cost and the carrying value of this vehicle on the date of disposals were 700,000 and 300,000. That is on the date of disposal. So basically the cost was 700,000 on the day of the disposal, and it was 300,000. The carrying value was 300,000 on the date of the disposal. Now we're going to use this obviously to calculate vehicles purchased. And then we have depreciation for the year amounted to 165,000. They had to give us that because we have no choice here but to use carrying value, because we don't have cost at the beginning, we don't have cost at the end of the year. So we'll simply calculate carrying values. Now let's go to our calculations quickly. In our calculations, our calculation table will be based on carrying value. Now, land and buildings at the beginning of the year, which is cost price in this case, was 800,000. And at the end of the year, it was 1.2 million. They said nothing about disposals, and obviously land and building doesn't have carrying value. Manipulate the formula, you'll realize we had additions worth 400,000. For vehicles, carrying value at the beginning of the year, obviously that 400,000, I'll put it under my note, my tangible assets note, as land and buildings purchase, it will be 400,000. For vehicles, carrying value at the beginning of the year was 750,000. We had disposal, and carrying value of the asset disposed at the date of the disposal was 300,000. It will reduce the carrying value we had at the beginning of the year. And another thing that will reduce the carrying value that we had at the beginning of the year will be depreciation of 165,000. It should give us the carrying value worth 1.5 billion, but that won't be the case. And you realize that there's a difference. The difference between what we were supposed to get as carrying value and what we have the carrying value will be 1,215,000, which represents vehicles purchased. In total, our tangible assets purchased will be 400,000 plus 1,215,000, and that will give us 1.615. Okay, that is mil. And this amount, we are going to show it in brackets as it is a cash outflow under investing activities in the cash flow statement. Note that the 500,000 rand received from the sale of the vehicle will be shown as cash inflow under investing activities in the cash flow statement, and we are going to show it as proceeds from the sale of tangible assets. Try this one out. This was definitely from a past paper. And complete that. Please check out the next video for solutions to classwork 15.